come back. I mean, I think it's like wonderful. That's what I started doing, you know, when I, you know, that's all I used to do when I was younger, is cover songs, you know, before I wrote songs. And even after I wrote songs, you hear a song you like and you feel, I mean, it's just crazy to think about how people aren't just listening to my songs and necessarily liking them or whatever, but they're listening to them and being like, oh my God, I have to sing this. Like, I love this song so much, I have to do it. Like, and it's crazy because I used to do that all the time. All the time. My whole life was doing that. Ooh, I gotta go back into 15-year-old Billie's brain right now. I don't know, at the time I was very rebellious and quite annoying, I might say. And I was always talking about how I didn't like to smile. And I love smiling. I've always been somebody that smiles all the time. I smile when I talk. I smile when I do everything. Like, I'm like smiling now, even though I'm not really. My neutral is like smiling, which is weird. So I think I just didn't like it, and so I wanted to. I also think there's such a weird thing in the world about like females having to smile all the time. You know, there's always, I feel like there's so many like times when somebody's like, come on and smile, and they don't tell a dude to smile at all. You know, they tell some girl that's like doing a really hard job, why aren't you smiling? I'm like, bitch, because I'm working. The fuck? So, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. From the new album, my favorite song, I really like Ilo Milo. Like, every time I hear it, it sounds new, which is really rare for a song. But I really, honestly, truly love the album. Like, I really do. And I'm not bullshitting you. I really do like it a lot. And I liked it when we made it, and I like it now, and I love performing it. So I'm pretty happy with all of them. But I'd say, like, Ilo Milo stands out still somehow. Oh, the most important thing, that I like it. I think whether or not that is what is most important, it's the thing that's going to make me happy about it. And I mean, I write with my brother as well, so it's like trying to make us both happy, but it's never, here's what it is, it's like it's never really a compromise with us. It's never like we both agree to do something we're both kind of happy with. It's like one is happy and the other one's sad about it. Not sad, but like we never compromise. One of us wins, always. So like every argument we've had about music, about everything, it's like one of us is gonna win and one of us is not. Sometimes the one that wins had a stupid idea and it ended up being not as great, but it's like, it varies. You have to pick your battles and then win them. You know what? I've actually been listening to Aaliyah a lot.
Why is that?
I don't know. There's something that just grabbed me recently. I was in New York and I had this song stuck in my head and I didn't even know what song it was. And I looked up the lyrics, I looked up everything about it, and I found this song. It was obviously her. It was At Your Best. You Are Love by Aaliyah. And I just, from there, I was like, oh, Aaliyah. And I just listened to like tons of her stuff because her voice is like the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I kind of just wear what I wear. Like I don't really like think about it too hard. It's just whatever I like. There isn't really like I couldn't give you a list of why. I mean, I probably could if I thought about it, but I don't. Initially, I just have a feeling and I just go for it. Because I listen to my gut, because my gut is right almost all the time. I feel like the thing that I've always said when I get asked that kind of question is like, I've always liked to be looked at. And so it's funny because there have been times when sometimes I'll talk about how like I can't go anywhere in public, which is true. But then my friends are like, yeah, but you wear shit that's like you branding that it's you, basically. And that's the thing, like I kind of make it worse for myself because I dress the way that I do. And some people may think that it's me trying to be this like, I'm Billie, but it's not, because I've always been that way. I've always wanted people to look up at me and not think, oh, that's Billie Eilish, but just think like, wow, that person looks interesting, like that person looks cool, or that person looks horrible. I like attention. I love attention. But yeah, it's always been that way. I've always liked to dress loud. And so now that it's like I'm me, I really can't go anywhere. And the thing is that people are like, well, you could go somewhere if you just like dressed differently and wore something that wasn't, but I don't want to because I'm not comfortable in stuff like that. I like feeling like this, you know. I don't want to wear like some nothing outfit. I don't know. It might be stupid, but it's how I work. Y'all's fashion is crazy. Gorgeous. I remember I went to Japan before any of this started. I went to Japan with my choir on a tour for like a week and a half. And I remember at the time, I was like 14, I think, 15, I don't know. And we went, 14? I was 14. And we were like, just like we had this like hour off and we went to all these little shops. And there was just these like, these shoe stores that had all these shoes that I had never even seen anything like them before, which was so crazy to me because what? Like how am I somewhere where there's shoes I've never seen? And it blew my mind. And so when I went back and did shows there, like 2 years later, it was the same stuff, you know? There's such a uniqueness there. It's why everybody loves Tokyo. Everybody loves Tokyo. I remember that they were very respectful. Like too respectful. I was like, guys, like y'all are too nice to me right now. I need some like throwing stuff, like throw some stuff, you know, be mean a little bit. But it was really, I'd never seen anything like it, to be honest with you. I mean, all over Asia, pretty much, you know, and what I liked about it, because it was something I'm really not used to, is having a crowd kind of calm. I was not used to it at all, so when I saw it, I was like, and at first I was like, no. But then during the shows, I kind of liked it because it was like nobody was on their phones, nobody was talking to someone, no one was, you know, being rude and starting fights or whatever, and they were just listening and they were there. And I mean, I do have to be in a mood for it, but I still really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really sweet and very respectful and kind, and I got a lot of gifts from everyone. You guys like to give me gifts. It's too much. It's so cute. I try not to think about how I want to be seen in the future because I think it'll sabotage me right now somehow, because there are times when all I've thought about was the future and what I'm, you know, what I want to, it could go on and on, but I think sometimes it kind of fucks you up because you get kind of sidetracked because you're so focused on what you want in like 3 years that like you can't even fathom how to get there right now because it's so far. So it's like, I don't like to think about the future. I'm just me now. And like I was just saying, like me 2 years ago when I put out Don't Smile at Me, that was me then. 3 years ago? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Like, and even though I had different feelings and beliefs and opinions then, I don't like regret them at all, and I don't disagree with it. Like, I feel differently now, you know, but I'm never gonna say that me then was wrong, because that's how I felt then, and this is how I feel now, and in 2 years from now, I'm gonna look back at probably this or something I did in this time and be like, oh, that's so stupid, like I could've, whatever. But I'm never, and I really am telling you, like I'm never gonna look back at myself and be mad that I thought that way or did this, because it was what I needed to do then. So, I don't know, I think change is always necessary and welcomed, for me at least. Hello! I love you! I can't wait to come back and see some new shoes I've never seen before.